If Charles Dow woke up in 2025, if he opened your charts, if he watched the way you panic, hesitate, scalp, chase, fear, and celebrate too early, he would understand everything instantly. Because charts change, platforms change, assets change, currencies change, screens get bigger, trading gets faster, tools get fancier. But one thing has never changed: human emotion. And Charles Dow, more than anything else, was a master of human behavior. This is the story of what Charles Dow would do, think, trade, feel, and teach in 2025, and what you must learn if you want to survive this market with patience, power, and mastery. This is not just a lecture. It's not just a motivational speech. It is a transformation manual, a weapon, a blueprint, a mirror for your entire trading life. Let's begin. Chapter 1: The Return of a Legend. Show me the emotion, and I will show you the trend. Imagine 2025. Everything is digital. Everything is fast. Everyone wants quick money. Everyone wants shortcuts. Everyone wants $1,000 days without 1,000-hour discipline. Now imagine Charles Dow walking into this world, a man from the 1800s, a man who studied markets when there were no charts, no bots, no candlesticks, no indicators, no high-frequency trading. He would look at your screen and smile. He wouldn't be shocked by crypto pumps. He wouldn't be confused by algos. He wouldn't be impressed by millions of indicators. He wouldn't fear volatility because in his eyes, 2025 is exactly the same world he mastered 100 years ago. The clothes changed. The buildings changed. The tickers changed. But people, they are identical. Still fearful, still greedy, still emotional, still following the herd, still falling for the same psychological traps. Charles Dow would whisper, open quote, "You don't need to change the market, you need to change you," close quote. And that is where your revolution begins. Chapter 2: The first thing Dow would fix in you: your mind. Here's the hard truth. Charles Dow would tell you on day one, you lose not because you lack strategy, but because you lack self-control. That line would destroy you, because deep inside, you know it's true. Think about your last 10 trades. How many were lost because the strategy failed? And how many were lost because you entered too early, exited too early, increased lot size emotionally, reduced stop loss out of fear, held losers hoping for reversal, took profit too fast, chased trades that weren't your setup, reacted emotionally to a red candle, ignored your plan, fought the trend, got impatient, tried to make back your loss? Charles Dow would look at all this and say, open quote, "Markets do not defeat you, you defeat yourself," close quote. He would make you sit in silence, not to punish you, but to teach you. Because the first lesson of 2025 trading is the same lesson he taught in 1900. A trader who masters his mind masters the market. Until you win that internal war, you will repeat the same losses for the rest of your trading life. Chapter 3: The One Truth That Never Ages. Trends are stronger than opinions. Let me ask you something. How many times have you fought the trend because it looks overextended? It should reverse now. It's too high to buy. It's too low to sell. This candle is too big. This rally is fake. This dump is temporary. It can't go higher. It can't go lower. And each time you believed your opinion more than the market, you lost. Charles Dow would laugh and say, open quote, "The market owes you nothing. It does not care what you think. It goes where it must, not where you wish," close quote. The entire Dow theory is built on one spine. Trends continue until they break, not until you feel they should break, not until you get bored, not until you think it's overbought, not until you see a random indicator cross, not until you fear missing out. Trend is a river, constant, slow, powerful, patient, unbothered by your emotions. If Dow traded in 2025, he would do what you fail to do: ride the trend, trust the direction, ignore the noise, follow structure, respect higher highs and higher lows, respect lower highs and lower lows, stay aligned with momentum, stop predicting reversals, stop forcing the market to obey your assumptions. Because Dow knew a man who trades against the trend trades against himself. Chapter 4: Trading in 2025 Through Dow's Eyes. The market isn't volatile, you are. Let's be real. Most traders blame the market. The market is manipulated. The market is irrational. The market is unpredictable. The market is emotional. The market is unfair. The market is unstable. Charles Dow would say, the market is none of those things. You are. The market moves with perfect logic, perfect rhythm, perfect structure, perfect psychology, perfect reactions to supply and demand. The volatility you see is nothing but your emotional instability. If the market dips a little, you panic. If the market pumps a little, you get greedy. If one candle forms fast, you scream manipulation. If a trend pauses, you think the setup is dead. If a wick appears, you think it attacked you personally. Dow would correct you. Open quote, the market does not react to your fear. You react to the market's normal behavior. Close quote. You're not fighting the market, you're fighting your impulses. Chapter 5. Dow would erase 90% of your chart in 30 seconds. Picture this. Charles Dow sits in front of your chart. You proudly show him your setup. Your chart includes EMA 9, EMA 21, EMA 50, EMA 200, RSI, stochastic RSI, MACD, trend lines, Fibonacci layers, supply zones, demand zones, order blocks, VWAP, Bollinger Bands, super trend, oscillators, indicators you've never actually used properly. Dow would stare for 3 seconds and delete everything. Everything. He would leave only candles. Bare, simple, pure price. Then he would say, clarity creates wealth, confusion creates loss. That one sentence would save you 3 years of struggle. Chapter 6. How Charles Dow would master Bitcoin, NASDAQ, gold, and Forex in 2025. Dow would trade Bitcoin the same way he traded railroads, NASDAQ the same way he traded steel, gold the same way he traded commodities in the 1800s. Because to him, every market is a reflection of human cycles: accumulation, participation, distribution, decline, repeat. He wouldn't overthink. He wouldn't chase candles. He wouldn't gamble. He would observe behavior. Because he understood the secret. Markets are not moved by assets. Markets are moved by people. Bitcoin is emotional. Stocks are emotional. Forex is emotional. Gold is emotional. Why? Because people are emotional. Dow would treat modern assets exactly like old ones. So, Chapter 7, the reason most traders fail. You are a slave to the short term. Dow became a legend because he thought in months, while everyone else thought in minutes. You think in seconds. You enter a trade and want instant confirmation, instant profits, no drawdown, no pullback, no uncertainty, no waiting. Dow would laugh and say, open quote, if a trader cannot hold his patience, how will he hold his profit? Close quote. He would teach you, a pullback isn't danger, it's part of the trend. Consolidation isn't death, it's preparation. Sideways movement isn't a trap, it's pressure building. A small loss isn't failure, it's protection. A missed trade isn't tragedy, it's discipline. Anything that comes fast leaves faster. Chapter 8. The emotional journey of a trader. Dow's 4 stages. Dow said every trader goes through 4 stages. Stage 1, ignorance. You think trading is easy. You think you'll get rich quickly. You think discipline is boring. You think rules are for losers. Stage 2, pain. You blow accounts, you repeat mistakes, you chase losses, you self-doubt, you get frustrated, you question everything. This is where 90% quit. Dow would say, pain is tuition. Pay it, learn from it, move forward. Stage 3, awareness. You start seeing patterns. You respect structure. You control emotions better. You stop over trading. Stage 4, mastery. You don't panic. You don't chase. You don't force trades. You don't fight the market. Your greatest strength becomes silence. This is where Dow lived. This is where you must reach. Chapter 9, Charles Dow's 2025 system, simple but deadly. If Dow built a 2025 system, it would be based on 1, trend direction, 2, market structure, 3, volume reactions, 4, psychological phases, 5, patience. That's it. He would trade higher highs, bullish trend, higher lows, continuation, lower highs, bearish trend, lower lows, continuation, sideways, accumulation, or distribution. He wouldn't need bots. He wouldn't need predictions. He wouldn't need 10 signals. He would need discipline. Chapter 10, the most powerful Dow lesson. A trader who can survive anything can conquer everything. Dow would tell you, you don't need to be the smartest. You just need to be the one who doesn't break. If he had to choose between a trader with 90% accuracy but weak discipline, or a trader with 50% accuracy but strong discipline, he'd choose the second one every time. Because trading isn't about accuracy, it's about psychology, resilience, stability, consistency, calmness when others are losing their minds. Chapter 11, Modern Traders versus Dow. Today's traders want quick money, want shortcuts, want secret indicators, want 100% winning strategies, want entertainment, want comfort, want money, not mastery. Charles Dow wanted understanding, wanted discipline, wanted patterns, wanted human insight, wanted trend logic, wanted consistency, wanted truth. This is why modern traders lose and why Dow would dominate 2025 markets. Chapter 12, Dow's final message: your transformation begins when your excuses die. If Dow could speak to you right now, he wouldn't judge you, he wouldn't insult you, he wouldn't compare you. He would place a hand on your shoulder and say, you are closer than you think, but you must let go of who you were to become who you must be. Because in trading, your enemy is not the market, not volatility, not other traders, not manipulation. Your enemy is you, your fear, your hesitation, your greed, your impatience, your ego, your inconsistency. Dow would say the day you master yourself is the day you master the market. And that, my brother, is your destiny. Epic closing, the rebirth of a trader. Stand up, read these lines slowly. Let them sink into your bones. You are not weak, you are not unlucky, you are not cursed, you are not failing, you are transforming. You are evolving, you are awakening. You are in the exact stage Dow predicted, the stage right before breakthrough. This is not the end. This is the moment before the rise. This is the chapter before victory. This is the silence before the storm. Because in 2025, you will trade with patience, with discipline, with clarity, with focus, with mastery, with wisdom, with Dow's mindset. You will not break. You will not quit. You will not fold. You will win. And one day, you will look back at this very speech and say, this is the moment I became a trader.